Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Can a top tier character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate ever be truly unbeatable? While they may seem invincible at first glance, each of these characters has a weakness that can be exploited by a skilled player. For example, Joker's impressive arsenal of abilities is hindered by his shorter attack range, which can be easily outmaneuvered by opponents with longer reach. His lightweight build also makes him vulnerable to damage, forcing him to rely on weaker attacks to inflict damage. Additionally, Joker's out of shield moves are sluggish, making him an easy target for opponents who can capitalize on his disadvantage. Diddy Kong, on the other hand, is a swift and agile character who excels at using items to set up combos. So, however, his reliance on bananas as a primary means of attack can be a double-edged sword, as he needs space to retrieve them and can be easily countered by opponents who snatch his banana and leaves. Without a banana, Diddy Kong is forced to engage in trades, which can be a disadvantage against opponents who are skilled at defending them. Fox, the nimble and quick character, is a force to be reckoned with in neutral gameplay. However, his lightweight build makes him vulnerable to combos and grab attacks, and his special moves are less effective than his regular attacks. His down special move is particularly strong, but it's also predictable, making it easy for opponents to anticipate and retaliate. Peach and Daisy are two of the most specialized characters in the upper echelon, relying heavily on their aerial movement and float-based combos. However, mastering these characters requires a high level of skill and technique, and their ground attacks are not as effective as their aerial maneuvers. ROB, the heavyweight combatant, excels at using his adaptable fighting style to counter opponents. However, his larger size makes it difficult for him to evade combos, and his projectiles are sluggish, making them easy to counter. His recovery special is also limited by his fuel tank, which can be depleted quickly if not managed properly. Aegis, the most challenging opponent in one-on-one fights, excels at countering opponents' weaknesses. However, his recovery paths are straightforward and easy to anticipate, making him vulnerable to opponents who can capitalize on his disadvantage. His sword is also not as flexible or secure as other characters, making him more susceptible to combos. Snake excels in close combat, but his attacks are less effective at a distance. His grenades offer numerous advantages, but also come with potential risks. And his special moves exert significant pressure on opponents, but also put stress on the user when timing manual or calculations are off. Mr. Game & Watch is a frustrating character to battle against due to his unusually large attacks. However, his ground game is not as strong, and his delicate nature compels him to adopt a defensive strategy, relying on his out-of-shield moves to initiate combos and keep the opponents airborne. Sonic is nearly unmatched due to his incredible speed, but his weaker attacks compared to Ganondorf's sword make him less effective at inflicting damage. His unique abilities can be beneficial, but careless use might lead to negative consequences. Steve, the top tier character, has several vulnerable spots that can be exploited, such as the items on the stage. The type of stage can impact his mining speed and the materials he acquires. And his strategies primarily revolve around durability and resource management. In conclusion, while top tier characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate may seem invincible at first glance, each of these characters has a weakness that can be exploited by the skilled player. With the right strategy and technique, even the toughest opponents can be beaten. Why did Steve's pickaxe break? Because it was a pickaxe-matic situation. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, see you soon.